What's up, everybody? It's your girl and I back with another video. And today we're gonna be tackling. And yeah, this is gonna be a good one. I just literally had the idea spark into my brain, and I'm like, you know what? Got the idea, got it for a reason. Let's act upon it. Let's do it. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is kind of like the backyard transformation that you guys seen me do a few months ago, but this is going to be the one that's been long awaited. Whew. It's needed. It's needed. Someone came today with this flyer on the door. They put it on the door and they're like, okay, free electronic pickup. You guys know how those be doing. And I'm like, shoot, there's a few things in electronics in here that can be picked up. And then on there's like, okay, mattress too, $40 mattress pickup. So I'm thinking to myself, I was telling my mom, I was like, hey, that's pretty good because Boombada mattress right there that we don't use, and it'll just give so much more space. Mom was like, oh, yeah. What it needs to be done. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get the mattresses out of here. I'm gonna do that whatever charge, and then I'm also just gonna clear some stuff out of here and get it organized in here, and you guys are just gonna see how it looks. So y'all ready? Let's do this. While I got y'all here, I want to talk about a good transformation in general. And I thought, well, what perfect video than this one? And when I say transformation, I'm talking about of the heart, mind, body, spirit, literally any type of transformation we could be talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And how it's very, very important to loosen your grips on how things are, thinking that, oh, things are going to always be this way. I always want to be this way, or I never want things to change. I'm going to stay stuck in my ways, my whole life. First, let's talk about why it's important to transform and change in the first place. Honestly, I'm a firm believer in, as the more you evolve yourself, the more you better yourself, more equip yourself in life and whatever, the more opportunities it is for you to go to the next level in whatever field. So if you're not constantly transforming and trying to do anew, then you're really just staying stagnant. And that's like the main thing, is it changing, and not in the way of morals of things, good morals and things of that. Some things, yeah, some things are forever principles, but they can still be built upon. Anything and everything can still be built upon and made better. And that better comes after an evolution, just like in me doing this cleanup, just like in me doing a project. It's the evolution of the journey that makes it better. So as you embark on that journey, here's some tips for a good transformation. First, it's very important to start with some type of identification on what do you see that's maybe a weakness in your life, or you don't particularly like, or you think could get better. To give an example of my own life, lately, I've been wanting to wake up earlier to get on my routine, my morning routine, but I've had some days where I'm just slacking, and every time I wake up later, I shorten my morning routine, spend less time reading or whatever. But luckily, I had something coming in place to force me to wake up earlier, is me participating in this Ramadan. And, shoot, if I don't wake up before the sun's up, I'm not going to eat no breakfast. So, me doing that has been tremendously helpful. I've been being able to really dive deep in all aspects of my morning routine and just have a slower morning, really be more enveloped in the process, which in turn makes my whole day better, because starting off the morning right is always, a very prime way to ensure a great day. And of course, I had to change something, transform something, or else, I'd have been in the repetitive cycle of doing the same thing, which gives the big point of, along with noticing, yes, you actually have to take an action towards figure out what that best action is, or, implement some type of structure that will help you get better at whatever you're trying to transform, mindset, and spirit, maybe do some type of reading, meditation, whatever type of thing. For me, with spirit, a really good thing for me to really connect with my spirit and really evolve with that and just ever so is one, trying to get closer to God always. For me to do that more easily is to envelop myself into my work, with pure, full attention, which is pretty much practicing a meditative work, doing meditative work, which isn't always easy, I'll say. And doing any type of transformation, for the most part, the most transformative of the most, they're not gonna be easy. It's gonna take some dedication. It's gonna take you doing things that you don't want to do sometimes for the sake of bettering yourself. Which I know I'm making it sound simple, putting in simple terms of identifying your less than strong suits, implementing an action that works for you, and then keeping it into a repetitive structure and cycle. Um, but I do know, of course, with anything, transformation takes time, it takes effort. So along the process, do not be getting, hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself about always being perfect, just, if anything, ever try to do better. And trust me, the results will speak for themselves. All right, y'all, I'm done cleaning. Got everything more organized in here. It's looking a little better. 'Twas some work. 'Twas some work. But good things are sometimes. So, thank y'all for watching. We are Created to Create. So keep on.